to Let's Chat. I'm your host, Valerie Costa, and today we're chatting with Angela Nowlin with the Gold Country Kiwanis. Welcome, Angela.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So, what is your role with the Gold Country Kiwanis?
Well, I have 14 different clubs in the Greater Sacramento area up to almost Lake Tahoe.
Oh, nice. So it's a very active organization in this area.
Yes, it is.
So tell me about what the Kiwanis does. I know I've seen the name before, but I have to confess I have absolutely no idea what you actually do. So please enlighten me and our guests.
I would love to. Think of kids and Kiwanis and kids. We serve the children of the world, one community at a time. And Gold Country Grass Valley is one of the communities. I would like to share about our organization because a lot of people really aren't aware of how vast, and it is actually an international organization. So it was founded in 1912, and we have at this time over 700,000 people, members that are involved in over 90 countries around the world.
Wow.
So we're a part of a very big family. And so Gold Country Kiwanis, we serve the kids in our community. And we work with a lot of nonprofits and organizations that serve kids. We have been here for 33 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Congratulations.
33 years. And it's a wonderful organization. It's a completely volunteer run. We're all volunteers. No one gets paid. You know, we do this because we care about kids in our community, and we don't want any child to go without what they need to survive. So
what types of programs do you do for children in our area?
Okay. Well, first of all, we have a number of different organizations that we support financially. So the money that we raise at all of our yearly fundraisers go to different organizations that serve kids. So there's probably about 10 right now that we're supporting so that they can keep operating and serve how they serve the kids. We also have I'll mention a few of our events that we fundraise for. The biggest one, our signature event, is the back to school shopping for kids. This happens every year. This is the most important mission that we have, is to make sure that no child goes to school without clothes, without shoes, without school supplies, backpacks, underwear, socks. I mean, even the most basics. So that's the main reason that we do our fundraising. And so that allows each child, which right now we have, I believe, 65 children that we know that are either homeless or come from a very environment that's very scarce for what their needs are. So right now we have 65 children, and there will be more. So every year in August, on the first Monday of every August, the children meet us at JCPenney, and they get a gift card for $125.
Ooh.
And they go in not with their parents or guardians, they go in with volunteers. And we have a sheet on each child so we know what their needs and sizes are. So these are like little kids, maybe 5 years old, all the way up to high school.
Oh, wow.
So they get to go in, they get to pick what they want. You know, it's not like a parent saying, you have to have those. You know, they get to actually experience going shopping. And what I think is really important too is they hand that gift card to the cashier. So it makes them really like a part of the experience. And it's just the most heartwarming. It's what we do. And a lot of volunteers in the community that aren't Kiwanians sign up to be a part of it because it's so special. And to see kids like smiling. And we had last year a family, the kids didn't have shoes. They showed up barefoot.
Oh,
I
gosh.
mean, that is just not right.
That is heartbreaking.
And that's what we do. That's, that's so important to make sure kids have what they need. So we also provide them with backpacks filled with, pencils and paper and everything you need to go to school. A lot of families, that bring us, their children, they're single moms. They're working 2-3 jobs. It's not like they're not trying. They're trying their hardest. It's just not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard out there. So
It is. It
so
is.
it's a joy to do this, and it's the best day. It's a great day. So that's really the biggest. Our mission, our signature statement is back to school shopping.
And how do you raise the money for the gift cards?
Good question. We do a couple of different things. One, we have a World Qigong Day.
Oh.
Which is at the park, at Pioneer Park, at Homer Nottingham, our wonderful.
So wonderful.
He's a Kiwanian.
Of course he is,
longtime Kiwanian, and he's all about the kids in our community. So he does a fundraiser at his class, and it's always on World Qigong Day. It's when everybody's doing it all around the world, so we're out there practicing, promoting peace and goodness in the world, and then we have auctions. We also have the biggest thing that we do actually to raise money is on Treat Street at the Nevada County
Oh, of
Fair.
course, yes.
So that's
what do you serve?
okay. We are the fried chicken, fried shrimp, French fries. And by the way, our French fries, we have real potatoes.
Oh.
And we're back there washing them in the kitchen, and we've got the old time slicer.
Yes.
You put the potatoes, slice them. These are real homemade French fries. And then also fried jalapenos and sodas. But basically, if you want fried
food, which,
That's it.
when you're at the fair, what else? Have you guys thought about frying Oreos? Because I know that we don't have one of those booths that they have like other fairs with like the deep fried Twinkies and the deep fried Oreos. You might want to think about adding that at some point. But that sounds delicious, what you have.
That's what they've had. It's been many years since we've had our booth on Treat Street, and it's, people come up and they go, I've been waiting all year for, the fried chicken, shrimp, fry combo. So
You're making me hungry.
So that's coming up in
Yes.
soon.
And you have some other annual events that you hold, is that correct?
We do. The one that's coming up very soon, July 21st, is the Children's Festival. And we've been, it's been a wonderful opportunity to partner with the Children's Festival. And so we're just, it's another one of those amazing, feel-good experiences that I don't know if you've been to it before.
I haven't. My son has been, but I have not been.
It's really exceptional. I mean, how so many people that come from all over who are Renaissance characters. So you've got the guy teaching people how to, the sword fighting, not real swords.
Yes.
And we've got a dragon that breathes fire, and there's the trolls, and we're going to have wonderful music, and it's wonderful. And the Queen will be there.
Oh, the Queen.
Yes, the Queen is there, yes.
Whoa, all the way from heaven?
Que-
Oh, I'm teasing you.
to think of, I'm going to have to come up with an answer for that. But, so, I mean, it's remarkable, the work that goes into, I mean, the the committee, they work year-round on this. It's exceptional. The first time I went, I was like, I cannot believe this. It's something that you would go to and pay a lot, to attend, and it's for the kids. It's wonderful.
And it's very inexpensive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, very. I don't know, $1, $2. I shouldn't say a price because I actually don't. I think it's only a couple dollars.
Yeah, it's ridiculously inexpensive, which is great because that means that all the kids can go, which is I think the whole point.
That is a great point because we want to be inclusive and inviting for everyone.
Yes, that really is coming through.
It should not, money, even if someone, can't afford, to participate in some way, we have sponsors and that we will make sure no kid is left out.
That's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Do you have any other annual events?
We do. We have the Children's Safety Carnival, and that was just in May.
Okay.
And it's amazing too. It's done in conjunction with all of Nevada County's services for the police department, sheriffs, fire department. Everyone is there to make sure kids are comfortable and they understand how, all of these services are protecting them.
Yeah.
And it's really great. A lot of different organizations are there. They have a lunch free for everyone. They have the helicopters there so kids can, sit in a helicopter. And, it's remarkable. It's another one that is so generous, and our community just is thriving, and I'm so proud of the generosity in this community and how well we all work together.
Agreed. It's one of the things that I really love about living here.
Me too.
And what do you have any international programs, or do you just focus your chapter? Does it just focus solely on local children?
That's a good question, actually. Mostly the money that we raise does go right back into our community. Every money, every dollar we raise goes back to the kids. There is one program that we were a part of that was so wonderful. And this was when I was lieutenant governor. We did this as a division. So 15 clubs raised money together to build a school in Nicaragua.
Oh, wow.
And this was through the Global Uplift Project. And it is just an incredible vision that this one man had to make sure that kids had a place to go to school in countries that don't have anything. So the amazing thing was that I met with him and he said, we could build a school there for $13,000. And I said, I think we can do that. Let's do it. So I put this out to all of the clubs and they said, yes, let's do this. So, we ended up raising about $18,000. Can you imagine building a school?
Not here. You can't even build a shed for $18,000 a year.
And, it happened within a couple of months, it was finished. But we raised so much extra money, we were able to build a latrine because there was no restrooms there.
Yeah.
There's no...
And that's an important part of a school.
Yes, and health.
Yes.
And then we also were able to build playgrounds because the kids didn't have playgrounds. They had never been on swings, pull-up bars, things that we just here, get to have every day.
Yes, we're incredibly fortunate.
So that is one of the greatest, when people ask me what's the best thing you've ever done, that's up there for sure.
Well, that sounds wonderful. So, how can people get involved in Kiwanis?
Well, we would love to have new members. We are, I can give my email address. We do have a website, and we also have a Facebook page. It's Gold Country Kiwanis, and I monitor that. So if you just post, if you go on Facebook, just post, get in touch with me. I saw you on Let's Chat.
And do you have you said you have a website. What is that website?
Yes, Gold Country Kiwanis.
goldcountrykiwanis.org?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So there's that way. If they call the station or contact us here, I can give you a call back. Love to have you.
And I'm assuming that in addition to finding information about volunteering on your website, people can also donate there as well.
Yes, yes. Some people are not able to participate in our events for one reason or another. Donations are always welcome. For example, if a person wants to sponsor one child, that's $125.
Okay.
So you can do donations for back to school. We do that as members, and we ask people to please join us, and any money that's left over goes into the next year. And also, along the year we have situations where, we really need to help kids. And so it's an ongoing, we participate in a lot of different community activities as well. So you'll see us around. We were just in the 4th of July parade.
Wonderful.
And, it's really important to be visible and to really help people be more aware of what we do, and that we really are a source of support. That's what we are, is a source of support. And that's what we do. We give back to the kids.
Well, that is wonderful. Thank you so much for coming today and teaching us more about Gold Country Kiwanis. If you would like to donate or volunteer or just learn more, go to goldcountrykiwanis.org and help out this wonderful organization that is doing so much for the kids of our community. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yes.
I want to just add one other
Sure thing.
We meet. We have bi-weekly meetings.
Oh.
We were meeting every week, but after COVID, we are meeting bi-weekly.
Okay.
But we meet the 2nd and the 4th Thursday of each month at the Wild Eyed Pub.
Wild Eye Pub, yes.
The 2nd and the 4th
At what time?
at 12 o'clock noon.
12 noon.
It's a luncheon, and if you show up, we'll buy you lunch.
Wow.
about
Well, that's
that?
an offer. And Wild Eye is wonderful. So
Yes.
that is quite the offer. So you heard her show up on the 2nd or
The 4th Thursday of each month.
the 4th Thursday of each
And,
month.
Join us, learn about what we do. One of the wonderful things about our meetings is we always have a guest speaker.
Oh.
And that was why I joined. One of the reasons when I first moved here was because every week was a different guest speaker, and I could learn about our community.
Oh, yes. It is a great way.
Yes.
Going to those types of things is a great way to learn about the community for sure. Well, thank you for that additional information. So show up at Wild Eye or visit the website or just show up at one of the events and go up and tell them you want to help.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Angela. It was such a pleasure to chat with you today.
It's a joy. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you next month in our next episode of Let's Chat.